back to my channel for a really fun video. As you guys know, I love to review things. I just think it's really fun to try to form all of my thoughts about a product into something short and concise and sweet and honest. And I saw somebody do this video. I really wish I could remember who. I didn't actually watch the video. I just saw the title and I was like, that's a great idea. But essentially she was just walking around her house and randomly reviewing things in her house. And I loved that idea. So I compiled about 15 items that I use most frequently. And I'm just gonna give you my honest and unfiltered thoughts on them. I feel like this is a video that should be done like December 31st, like not before Christmas because it's not really a Christmas video, but almost like a year in review of my most used products. But as you guys know, I'm taking off from Christmas until the first-ish week of January. So I wanna do this before 2020 is over. So without further ado, this is an honest review of my top 15-ish used products of 2020. Clearly it was really hard to narrow this down to 15-ish products, but I chose these things trying to base it off of things that I either haven't talked about or haven't talked about in a long time. There's so many things that I love that you guys know that I love because I don't shut up about them. So I tried to leave all those things out of it. So hopefully this is stuff that I haven't really talked about very much. So there's some things I love, some things I'm iffy on, but all these things I use a ton. Okay, the first couple of products, I know I said I'm gonna try to do things I haven't really talked about, and I know that I've talked about this brand a lot, but this is because they are sponsoring this video, so I'm gonna quickly review them. They are a brand that I have been using for about the past year and really loved, and they are Athena Club. I think I have shared about the razor and the shaving cream in one of my favorite product roundups that I did, so I truly do love them. They, in my opinion, are kind of just like an essentials brand that are very beautifully packaged, very well made, and at a super accessible price point. So I love their pricing on everything. Their razor, I just pulled this straight from my shower, but I'll insert a little clip of it for you. They have this little kit where the razor has a magnet on the shower and it makes it so dang beautiful and it's so accessible. Let me find the price point for you. This razor is $9 and it comes with the magnetic hook for your shower and a replacement blade, which before I was seriously paying almost 20 bucks a pop for a razor at Target, and these are actually so much more beautiful too. So this is what it looks like. I have like the rose gold handle. This is the one that's literally been used in my shower. So I love this. And I just ordered a new one of these because I am completely out. This is the Cloud Shave Foam. I never actually used a shave foam until Athena Club. I just used conditioner. This is a game changer. It's so whipped and it's so luscious and it just smells so fresh, almost like a little bit peppery. I love it so much. There's also a great lotion, which is just a great run-of-the-mill moisturize after shaving kind of lotion. Perfect, simple, clean, love it. And they have some vitamins too. One of my favorite, this is a daily multi, is the probiotic. This probiotic, I've already gone through a full one of these as well. I think probiotics are so important to gut health. It's definitely something I learned while studying nutrition, so I have loved these so much. Everything is just so well priced, and I think that they're great staples and essentials for health and wellness. So definitely love this brand. Like I said, I have featured them in my favorite product roundups unsponsored before, so I'm really honored for them to be sponsoring this review of my top used products. So I'll have them linked down below if you want to check them out. They're so great. Get yourself a razor with a replacement head for 9 bucks. And now let's get into all of the other random things from around my house. Where to start? Let's start with something makeup-y. I have like food things, skincare, body care, makeup, home things, even tech things. This is the Glossier Wowder. This is by far my most used powder. I love the wear of it. It is very lightweight and it keeps your skin looking hydrated but helps hold your makeup in place. And I love the design of this little cushion that you blot your brush on it and some comes out without it all escaping. I will say now that I'm down to just a little bit, it's really hard to get the remaining little bit out. So overall, I would give this an 8 out of 10, but I love the formula. So I actually have rebought this before. This is the hair oil from Prose. I've been trying Prose dry shampoo, conditioner, hair mask, and hair oil. This is something I haven't talked about yet, so I wanted to include it. I have used it all the time. I love the smell of it. It is a little bit pricey, I think, but this little thing I bet would last well over a year. Love the smell of it. It kind of has like a sweet almond oil smell. It's a little bit thicker than most hair oils, so it does a really good job in wet hair, but it's a little bit too heavy in dry hair. So I've loved it in wet hair. It's not as versatile as some other like drier hair oils. So I would also give this probably a 7 out of 10 considering the price point, but I really like it. And I've liked all the other Pro stuff I've used. It smells so good. It smells like an almond cookie. I've been using this Drunk Elephant sunscreen every single day. I have loved loved it. It is a little bit expensive. My only beef with it is that it's SPF 30. I wish it was like SPF 50, but I love how clean it is. It's a nice big bottle. For Drunk Elephant, it's one of their most reasonably priced items. It's in the 30s, and this thing will last me probably 4 or 5 months. So all in all, I would give this an 8 out of 10. My only beef is that I wish it was higher SPF. This is Pure Chimp's cinnamon matcha. I just discovered this a couple months ago, but Pure Chimp has been like my go-to matcha. I've loved their matcha for the price point. It's one of the most reasonably priced ceremonial grade matchas I can find, and it doesn't have a bitter taste. It has more of like a floral taste, but the cinnamon one I haven't really talked about much before, and I love it. You can buy it off Amazon, but you're still supporting a small brand. They donate 1% of profits to charity. I just love them. I discovered them all on my own, so I think that they're incredible. 10 out of 10. Love this. Okay. So, I haven't talked about Smart Sweets in a while because I kind of got upset with them. So I'm going to explain to you my relationship with them. If you don't know, I loved Smart Sweets so much. They're basically candies made out of fiber. So it's made out of, the first ingredient is prebiotic soluble fiber from tapioca, and a serving of this has 28 grams of fiber and only 3 grams of sugar. There's no sugar alcohols, but my issue was they used to have single size bags. This is a bag with 3 servings in it, and the single size bags were like $3 a piece. These big bags are like $10 a piece. So it feels painful to buy a $10 bag of candy. And for a while, they kind of messed with the formula. They took away a lot of the sour sugar on the peach rings are by far the best flavor. And so I was upset that they kept messing with the formula. So I kind of boycotted them for a while. But Brook found these big bags on sale for I think $3 or $4 a piece at Target and picked them up, and they have since much improved the formula, and I love them again. I do still wish they had the individual sizes. So for the fact they changed the packaging, I have to deduct a point, but they have improved the flavor again. Still not enough of the citric acid sugar, so I will deduct 1 more point, bringing this to an 8 out of 10 yet again. Are most of these things gonna be 8 out of 10s? Here's something that I have a version I hate and a version I love, and that is hard drive. I have a couple of these now. If you watched a recent vlog, you'll know why. Comment down below if you know why I accidentally have a couple of these now. But this is the LaCie hard drive. If you do a lot of work on your computer and you want to free up memory, you probably are going to want a hard drive of any sort, because no matter how good your computer is, if you have a laptop, probably is going to run out of storage eventually. So I've tried a ton of different hard drives for editing. This is the one I hate. This is the Seagate hard drive. This thing is crap. I was trying to run Final Cut Pro through this so that all of my work could be saved to this hard drive, and it would freeze every 10 seconds, and it was the most frustrating thing. This is about double the price, which is why I started off with this, but once I finally made the switch, this ran so much better, and it's so much more durable too, that I fully trust my work being saved on this. It's not cute, you know. I hate that they chose orange for the rubber, but for how it actually works, 10 out of 10. Amazing. Terrible. Okay, here's a household thing. This is something that I know Christiane Janse talked about on her Instagram a while ago, and funny enough, Brook ordered this when we first got married, even before Kristen talked about it, and I had never ever heard of it, and I know a lot of people were shocked when they heard Kristen use this. This essentially cuts pills. You know how different fabrics can pill off of clothes? There is like a razor blade that spins in here, and the fabric goes through these holes. I'll turn it on. You see it? Almost like a fan. And you can run this over clothing. You can run it over blankets. I use it for our couch because somebody likes to scratch out our couch and ruin the fabric, and the fabric pills a lot. But this was from Amazon. It was, oh gosh, less than 15 bucks, I think, and it works wonders. I'm sure they have nicer versions of this, so I can't really compare it to like a nice version. This is just the Conair version, but this is amazing and incredible. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I will say it's been very hard for me to find things I hate, like a lot of things that I truly hate, into this review, because I've been purging so much lately, and anything I don't really love, I've been trying to get rid of, which has been great. But you know, I wish there was things I use frequently that I could tell you I truly hated. Here is something that I started off hating, and I talked about how much I hated it, and then I used it a lot more and I ended up rebuying it, and it's the Glossier Skin Perfecting Tint. I hated it at first because I thought it did literally nothing. It is so sheer. It's so sheer. But I will tell you why I ended up loving this is the consistency of it is so hydrating. So I go through seasons where my skin gets really dry, and whenever I put on makeup, immediately it looks so so much worse. The foundation just like clings to the little dry skin patches. It's so gross. And so I started noticing that if I mix this, like 60% of the Glossier skin tint with 40% of my everyday foundation, which is very dirty, but I normally use the Too Faced Boerne this way, it is the perfect coverage and level of hydration for my dry skin days. So because of that, I started using this over and over. On its own, 4 out of 10. It really doesn't do much at all. But using it to make your everyday foundation a more hydrating, either I would say middle of summer or middle of winter, you know, not the good in between months like fall and spring. This is amazing to mix. Once mixed in with your foundations, 10 out of 10. So it's funny that this is something I love and I hate. Next, I talked about this in a vlog. I just wanted to bring it up here as well. Actually, I have a version of this that I love and I hate as well. Let me grab it. So I know CBD might be kind of taboo still. Actually, the vlog hasn't come out yet, so I haven't gauged the audience opinion towards CBD yet. But I've been trying to hunt down a CBD that works for me for managing stress. And first, I put in a lot of research and I ordered this from Penguin. It's a mint flavored CBD oil. It doesn't really do anything. It's kind of pricey, but I never really saw a difference with this. This is a CBD Hello Mellow pill, and it's specifically formulated for chilling out, it says. And it's not just CBD, there's a herbal blend in it too, holy basil, lemon balm, and skullcap. And this stuff has really helped on the days I'm stressed. Like I feel it calm me down. And I feel it mitigate that stress and that kind of anxiety about trying to get everything done. So I have loved this. This, not worth it, kind of overpriced. This, I just ordered my second bottle because this is running low and I'm really excited for it to get here. Next is a nail polish. Okay, you guys know I love Mani Me and I talk about Mani Me all the time, but as far as polishes go, I have not been using Mani Me because I don't want to waste them on my nails right now. I've been going through a lot of nail issues and I keep having to see doctors and such, so I keep having to go to places with my nails bare. And in fact, I didn't want to put anything on my nails until I saw a dermatologist last week and she gave me the green light that I could put polish on my nails. So because of that, I haven't been using Mani Me because once you put it on and you take it off, they're done for, and they normally would last 2 weeks. So I've been using a polish that's really easy to just swipe on and swipe off, and I have loved Dazzle Dry. This is just their mini system. I have their full-size system too, but this was easier to show you on camera. It's a 4-step system and it dries literally immediately. It is a little more expensive than normal nail polish, but there is like a prep for your nail, a base coat, and then your polish color, and then a top coat, and it literally dries immediately. It's wild. My only complaint is they do dry out pretty quickly, the actual bottles of polish, but you can also get this solution to put, I think they know it's an issue. You can get a solution to put into your bottle of polish and shake it around and it will revive it. Love this. I would give it a 9 out of 10. The things that I use every day really are some things that I love. Like I said, I'm hoping that this is helpful, showing you versions I hate and versions I love of some things. Next, this little guy, you know, I literally use it at least twice a day. I at least use it for my matcha to froth the milk and for my fiber to mix my fiber into water, my Bell Whey. And I'll sometimes use it even just to mix cream into my coffee really quickly. This is just a milk frother, so it mixes things really well, but it also froths milk, making it perfect for matcha. So you get like the foam on top and the matcha is dispersed through all the milk. This I think is 14 bucks from Amazon. It's never broken. I've had it for a long time and I use it for everything. So this is so essential to me and I love it. 2 more things. One is skincare. This is something I had the small trial size version for a long time and my friend just gave me the large size. She works for Youth to the People and this was packaging that they only had for limited time and now is no longer on the shelf, so they were giving away the old packaging. This is the Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamin Superfood Cleanser. I've been playing around with a ton of skincare. I do get asked all the time if I still use Curology, and I do still use Curology almost every single day, especially my prescription, but I love playing around with other skincare on top of it, or, you know, using one cleanser in the morning and a Curology cleanser at night, whatever that might be. But I have loved this. It's so lightweight. It smells so good. It almost kind of smells like a pressed juice shot. It almost has a kind of parsley smell to it, but in a good way, like light, clean, fresh. And it does a really good job of cleansing your skin. So this, 10 out of 10. Can I say that? Yeah, 10 out of 10. Last is something really random. This is something that I know probably me and every college frat that Boy does with their clothes. But I know that y'all know that I have gotten a few nicer like cashmere and wool pieces this year, mostly from Everlane, and I love them, but they're supposed to be dry cleaned, and dry cleaning in LA is so expensive. I don't want to go get them dry cleaned. So I got this. This is Downy Wrinkle Releaser Odor Eliminator Fabric Refreshener Static Remover and Ironing Aid. This has antibacterial something in it which removes smells, sweat, dirt, outdoor kind of smells. So what I've been doing is spraying this onto my cashmere pieces on a hanger and then just like hanging them up to dry, and they smell better than when I actually wash my clothes. Like they smell so fresh, and because of that I'm hoping I can get away with doing that and only have to get them dry cleaned like once a season instead of after every couple times that I wear them. So I got a couple of these, I think 2 for $12 or $14 off of Amazon, and I keep one in our bedroom and one in our bathroom, just around all of the linen-y type clothes stuff. It's been a game changer. I'm so happy how much money it's gonna save me on dry cleaning, and it's kind of a gross secret that I'm sharing with you, but hopefully that's helpful. 10 out of 10. Smells really fresh, really clean. Sometimes I'll even just spray it on like our carpet in our bedroom really quickly to make our room smell a little bit cleaner and fresher. Letting you in on all of my secrets. So those are a handful of my top used products in 2020 and what I honestly think about them. Like I said, obviously if they're top used, I probably like them, but sometimes like the hard drive and the CBD and the foundation, sometimes I had to hate versions of it before I actually loved it. So thank you again to Athena Club for sponsoring this video. Highly recommend checking out. My personal favorites are the razor, the shave foam, and the probiotics, but they have so many good things. Those are the things that I use most frequently probably, and the lotion. Oh gosh, I love a lot of other things, but those are my top favorites. I love y'all so much. Thank you for allowing me to just review random things again, something that I love to do. I hope you have the best rest of your day. I think this is coming out Christmas week. Have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in a video very soon. Bye.
I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new, 'cause I miss